I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna cut out a bunch of pieces based off of these so far. So let's see, I got one. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Cut 9 of these. Now these here, let's see. I could use the same design piece for all these fingers too. And just the top part on the second segment would be different for the 4 fingers here. It's a little bit different. Yeah, okay. Let's get the outline. Oh, she'll be back. She will be back. Right, she's kind of doing what my lovely Jayreen does. She's multitasking. She's playing a D&D game as well as reading a stream with us too. So she'll be hopping back and forth throughout my stream. Okay, so let's see. Don't think I can fit this one on here. Nah, okay. Let's go ahead and cut out these 3. Nothing like cutting through foam with a fresh knife. It just glides right on through. And if you guys that are currently in my chat, if y'all have not seen my breastplate, let me know before my chat's over tonight. I'll alter the camera angle so you guys can see the breastplate. So, who here has had a chance to play No Man's Sky? Anybody? Yeah, Wargath is definitely gifted with voices. Very, very gifted. You know, he keeps it up. I definitely do see him being one of the big time voice actors out there. You know, all he needs is that shot. You know, he needs that opportunity, that chance. You know, to show his stuff. It's a pretty fun game. I had a chance to play it a bit Friday. I wasn't feeling too hot on Friday, so I didn't stream. but I did try a little bit of the game, and it's a lot of fun. It's a thinking game. It's seriously a thinking game. You know, there's not a damn thing that's handed to you in that game. You work for everything, which is freaking awesome. You know, shit, I'll tell you just one puzzle I went through. I bypassed, I guess, the security on this beacon, and when you do that on the planet, you can set it to find certain type of things for you. Colonial outposts, settlements, transmissions, and I think resources. I forget what that last one is, but definitely those first three. And when you do that, it kind of shoots up to an aerial view and scans out, and it'll find stuff for you. So I wanted to see if I was lucky enough on this planet and could find a ship. Because even though that you get a ship to start the game with, you can buy a bigger ship if you have the money. Them damn ships in that game, if you don't have like 1 million plus of units, don't even think about trying to go to the space station and buying a ship. Ain't gonna happen. They are wickedly expensive. But what you can do is, if you can find an old crashed vessel on a planet, you can repair that vessel and then use that as your new ship. So, but you gotta find it. They're like rare to find. You know, so let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I gotta flip it over. Good thing I counted. So yeah, you have to look for it. Do what I just did, and when I did that, it showed me a settlement. So I went to that settlement, and there was an alien in there, alien scientist. So before I normally talk to those guys when I see them, I almost always search the room out. So walked around, searched the room, and I found this console there. And I recognized the console because sometimes when I've come across abandoned settlements, I've seen this console there, and you can actually interact with that console. So I figured, let's see what this one has to say. So I went ahead and clicked on it, and it mentioned that there was a SOS signal from a long time ago that was never answered. You know, and if I can crack the code into the captain's log, might be able to find it. So I was like, okay, interesting. So this is what popped up. It's had a bunch of numbers. 1, 2, 4, 6, 24, and 120, and there were dots in between each one. And now that was the question. Now the answer, you had 3 choices. 1 was 180, 1 was 620, and the last choice was 720. So at first I'm like, what the fuck? What the hell type of binary, problem is this? So I sat there for about a good, 10 minutes just looking at the answer and looking at the numbers and trying to figure out what the hell's going on. And then I started to think, I'm like, okay, it says the first number is 1 and the second number is 2. So I started thinking, okay, well, 1 plus 1 is 2. And then the next one was, after 2 was 4. Yeah, so I'm like, okay, so 2 plus 2 would be 4. And then I get to the 6. I'm like, okay, so you add 2. And then I started realizing that each number was an integer, basically. So I kept adding each one up to meet the value of the following number. It ended up being 1, 2, 4, 5, and the very last one was 120. I'm like, okay, now if I multiply, 4, into 6, the number I needed, then that next one would have to be a 6. So 6 times 120 is what? 720. So I went ahead and clicked the last available answer, and lo and behold, that was the answer. And I love it when a game makes you fucking think like that. No hints at all. Here's the question, these are the answers, figure that shit out. Really makes you fucking think. So when I did that, this map opened up, and once again it shot in the sky, and it showed where the distress signal was at. So hopped on my ship, took my ass on over there, and lo and behold, I found the crashed vessel right there. So that's kind of where I stopped playing it, because I kind of just examined the vessel, and the vessel only has one inventory slot more than what my current ship does, and it has like about 4 things on it that I have to repair before I can use it. Now, in No Man's Sky, you only get to use one ship at a time. Period. I'm hoping that changes when they come out with the Explorer class vessel, because it's a bigger ship. But as of right now, you can only own one ship at a time. So, before you would try to take over the other vessel, you would have to first transfer all of your materials into that vessel. Reason being, once you accept the other vessel, you lose that first one and anything that's on it. So you want to make sure that you definitely do that transfer first. So I'm kind of deciding, is it worth it, me getting that additional vessel, fixing it up, all that good stuff, for just one extra slot. And you need inventory slots, because the more slots you have in the game in your inventory, the more ore and stuff like that you can farm, items you can get, and have more to sell on the galactic market. Which helps you to get upgrades, very important upgrades. So I'm kind of stuck right now, just trying to think about, is it worth it? I don't want to really fly off from the area and lose that ship, but if it's more work to repair, what I gotta repair to get it, is it a smart move? So once again, I love games that make you think, and this one here definitely makes you think. Now I know it's not a game for everybody. I do like MMOs. I love them. I love RPGs, all that stuff. I love being able to get with my friends, and play a good game together. But there is something we still said for single player games. A lot of times in single player games, the storylines are just off the hook, and this game actually has a story. I didn't think it did. It actually has a story. There are 3 paths you can follow with a game, and it's not, okay, I'm going to pick this path and then I'm stuck with it for the whole game. No. You can constantly change your paths, and the way it's done, you'll encounter certain aliens and they'll ask you questions, and answer it, a certain way, and you get this reward or that reward. And a lot of those questions they ask you are tied